Unpopular opinion. Some outfits do cross the line, and that is okay to admit. What's going on, guys? This is Cherise here with Nasty Talk. And I know you've seen this image. It's been circulating across social media like all day about this young lady who was allegedly kicked out of her prom by the principal because her outfit was deemed inappropriate. So, I had to chime in. And before I say anything else, I am not attacking this young lady at all. I don't believe in that, but I do feel that there needs to be some type of accountability. And is the outfit inappropriate? Yes, it is. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to post a picture of it right here so that you can see. First of all, this is for a high school prom, if I'm not mistaken. High school prom. This outfit is giving sex. It's giving seduction. It's giving a lot for a young kid. Yes, I said kid. Let's just say, high school, you might be the eldest 18. You're still a child. Your brain isn't fully developed, and you need guidance in making decisions. Point blank, period. We're not even talking about a tie right now. You need guidance. At the age of 18, the world may say that you are an adult. However, your brain isn't fully developed. You need guidance. You need someone still to show you the ropes. Shoot. I'm in my 30s and I still need somebody to show me the ropes. You know what I'm saying? So back to this young lady. Beautiful, beautiful young lady. But that outfit does not serve her any type of justice. And I know people are saying, "Oh my gosh, let her be. She's showing her confidence. She's wearing her confidence." Okay, you can wear your confidence. You can show your confidence. You can still be fully clothed. My whole issue with said outfit is it's very revealing. And I know this is 2026 and people may call me a prude. They may say that I am doing too much. Oh my gosh, what are you? Who do you think you are? Why do you think that way? I'm breaking down to you who I think I am. I am someone who feels as though less is less. The less clothes you wear, the less, it's just less. Leave something to the imagination. Now, wait a minute. We all have a past. If you go look at my pictures, I was definitely wearing blazers, like crop top blazers to parties. But we're not talking about that because I was probably the same age as this young lady. But what I'm saying is, I do feel that this dress is inappropriate. There's entirely too much skin that's showing. At this point, it's not even considered a dress. Now you're bordering lingerie. Because why is the breasts out? I am not saying just because you have big breasts that you cannot find clothes to fit you. I understand the struggle, even though I am not part of the struggle. You catch what I'm saying? My thing is, it's a lot of breasts and stomach and thigh, and it's not even the fact that it's thigh. It's upper thigh. It's thigh that's close to the cooter catter. It is thigh that should be reserved for your husband. Now I know I'm going to sound like somebody's grandma. However, no. It's and you know what? It's crazy, and it can become a double standard when women dress however they feel comfortable, whether they're showing skin, let's just say they're showing skin, and they are treated in a way that does not serve who they really are. So, for example, dressing provocatively or dressing in a way that shows all of your assets can make someone sexualize you, can bring on attention that is unwarranted. Now, please don't get me wrong and don't throw stones at me, because that type of attention can come from anywhere, even when you're wearing sweatpants, even when you're wearing a trash bag. It does not matter. However, if you take into account the type of society that we are living in, dressing in this type of way takes away from her intelligence. It takes away from who she is. It makes her, it objectifies her. And I know that can't be what she was going for. That's not the look that she was going for. And I bet she thought she was like, oh, I'm serving in this dress. Okay? You were serving. The dress was serving. What it was serving was just not right for the climate, for the atmosphere. You know? And then it brings me to the parents. Like, what were the thoughts that were going through, their brain in regards to picking said outfit? That's just my question. It's sad. It's sad because, again, beautiful, beautiful young lady. The outfit, it's very grown. And if I could be honest, I don't think anybody should wear it. I don't. I don't. I don't. And I stand with the principle. It's inappropriate. Like, how are we really supposed to dance? I mean, do they dance at prom anymore? That is the question. Do they still dance at prom? I mean, when I was at prom, they weren't dancing. I don't know what that was, but they was throwing it back. And I know that twerking and stuff is not, it hasn't ended. It hasn't gone. Not like dance is like the mashed potato. I'm sorry, but that dance, it's still here. It's still alive and well. And so, like, you can't do much in a dress like this. You can't enjoy yourself in a dress like this. And based off of the hand position, it looks like she's a little bit uncomfortable. Because we about to see places that the sun don't even shine. Like, how can you truly be comfortable in a dress like this? How? If there were more materials and it covered the stomach area and it didn't have that peekaboo situation at the thigh, I think we could have possibly been all right. I'm curious as to what the back looks like, because I feel like the back is backing, that there's nothing back there. So my thing is, I don't want people to attack this young lady. And the comments are just like, yeah, it's inappropriate for high school. Where's the mom? So on and so forth. Yeah, it's a no for me. In the words of Randy Jackson, it's a no for me. Dog. Who says that? Anywho. I understand that it's prom. You want to show up, show out. Listen, my dress for prom, my midriff area, it was like a little sheer thing, but then it had like all this rhinestones and I don't know what it was called, all in the middle part. So you couldn't really see much. Then I had the slits. I had slits that came like all the way up to my thighs. But then it had like fabric in between. So it's like you couldn't really see it unless I was like swinging my leg. I wish I had a picture. I don't. Maybe the internet can do some research and find a picture. But yeah, a lot of people are saying that it's not that serious. It really is that serious. Because what is the message that we're sending to our young people anymore? What is the message? You know, there's so much ratchet TV in the world that would say, "Yeah, girl, that's it." When no, honey, that's not it. That's not it. There's more to you than your body. There's more to you than what it is that you're wearing. However, when you choose to wear less clothes, you open the door, one, for unwanted attention, for judgment, for scrutiny, and it takes away from who you are as a person. There's more to you than what it is that you wear. However, when you choose to wear clothing that is not there, you get judged. The world that we live in judges books by their cover before we get to know what's on the inside. That is the truth. And a lot of parents live vicariously through their daughters, which I think is wild to me, because they didn't get to experience something because maybe they had their daughter at a young age. Maybe they didn't get a chance to experience prom. So they're going to do and say whatever it is to appease their daughter because they are living vicariously through them. So even if that means you wear something that shows off all of your body, it's okay. Because I didn't get a chance to do it, so you can. I will not ever understand parents who do that to their daughters. You are sending them out as little goldfish in a sea of sharks. And then you wonder why the cycle keeps repeating itself of generational curses of you fill in the blank. That's all I'm saying. I stand with the principle. I stand with the word of God that says that our body is a temple and we should treat it accordingly. We should dress it properly, appropriately. Now listen, if this is like a little, it's giving kind of like a lingerie situation. If you met, never mind. But that's how I feel about it. So I would like to hear how you feel about it. Let's chime in. Do you think it's inappropriate? Now, you know this is nasty talk, so we're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're always going to be respectful. But we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it honest. And as always, we're going to keep it nasty. And if you don't know, NASTY is an acronym for nervy, ambitious, strong, talented, and yielding. Yes. Young lady, she could be strong. She could be ambitious. She could be talented. But how would we know? How do we know? We just got to do better as a society. Teach our young girls so that even if mom was like, "Oh yeah, I want you to wear this," you can be like, "Mom, like you're bugging. I'm not wearing that." All right, I think I talked a little bit too much for this, but yeah, that's how I feel. We got to protect our girls. We got to protect our girls at all costs. Whew. Chime in. Let me know how you feel. Am I doing too much? Is it me? I don't care. I'm going to say no. But I'd like to hear your thoughts.